everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Blind! The free time episodes, specifically. I've still not quite managed to get that last bit down. So, it's been a little minute since I, played this game. I have not touched it since the ending, as you can see by those 99 coins up there. Have a quick look at the prezzies down here. Variety cushion. A cushion that expresses the will of the outside world to abandon killing games and watch human relationships instead. This unlocks love across the universe, which I believe is what we're playing right now. This to each their own roulette. A lucky roulette with ups and downs that can impact people's lives. This unlocks Ultimate Talent Development Plan, which is something we will be doing later. After the free time episodes, if you can believe that. Team Danganronpa Employee Badge. Proof that you've cleared Chapter 6, a memento of Samugi. It's a badge the Team Danganronpa employees wear. Lovely. Proof that you've cleared the epilogue, the traditional item awarded at the end of a Danganronpa. Yeah, you're damn right it is. Well! Oh, right, we also got, like, the Danganronpa 53 theme, didn't we? I guess we can put that on, sure. Oh, you know what, I should... Well, it's alright, we'll do this. I was gonna say, since I have all the character themes, I can have, like, change the theme every episode, can't I? But, maybe not. Oh, I was gonna say, that's picking up really weird on the... camera, but actually, no, it just had that sort of glow to it. So, yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since I finished the game. You know, I let my thoughts on it simmer. I ingratiated myself with the fandom a little bit. And in the process, entirely forgot my recording setup. So, I'm going to apologize for the quality of the next few videos. Because just looking at it, I'm like, this isn't right. There's something missing. There's something I haven't put in, but I have no fucking clue what it is. And, yeah, I don't foresee my dumbass figuring out what that is anytime soon. Thankfully, I guess, I'm not going to be too heavily batch recording these. I'm going to do, like, maybe 2 a day, because I'm not, well... I was going to say I'm not particularly on a time crunch, but I think it's because it's more so that I am on a time crunch, because, you know, just... I'm not playing through the whole game anymore, so I can't try and justify to myself not doing schoolwork. Okay, look, hey, to be fair, didn't shirk too much. Most of this I got done during a holiday. It's just the back half of E3 I did not, so, you know, it's okay. Actually, it wasn't even really the back half, was it? Because, well, you guys don't need to know about my personal life, but my point is that if you, well, okay. We'll take a few steps back, right? Because in the traditional fashion of my free time episodes, we're going to finish off the free time events of people we started before we get into new characters. But the only character we started that we didn't finish is Maki, as I recall. Yep. It's Maki, and she only has one free time event that we still need to do. So, if we were just doing that, this episode would be incredibly short, and almost not worth making. But I probably wouldn't be able to just tack it on to another one, because that one's probably going to be over an hour. And I don't, believe it or not, in spite of the length of some of these episodes, I don't want to force you to watch hours upon hours of content. Especially content that you've probably already seen, because I'm well aware of the fact that, people watch these free time event sort of things to see people's reactions. They tend to not do these blind. Like, if you want to see these, it's because you've already seen them yourself, right? And you just want to see my reaction to the characters. Like, when I upload these, the fan least favorites are gonna have their episodes skipped, and the fan favorites are gonna, have their episodes seen. So there's gonna be a lot of people on the Kokichi episode, but not too many on the Ryoma episode, you know what I mean? Well, I say a lot. It's not gonna be that many, is it? It is me, after all. But, yeah, so, because of that, we're going to, and the fact that it seems as if the stupid fucking minigame is now gone, so I don't have to deal with that whilst doing the free time episodes, which actually will probably speed things up a little bit, which is great. We do, however, have something else to be doing. I think, like, the going on dates bit that you did in the other Danganronpas is something we can do here. And I think, because this is the Maki episode, I'm just gonna see what those are like with Maki. We'll finish our free time event, and then we'll get into that. But, also, I just want to say a couple of things now that I've had time to let my thoughts sit. And to be honest, I really don't have that much else to say about the V3 ending that I didn't already say, I don't think. I really don't. I still like it. I still love this game. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, champ. I really fucking like this game, and sort of leads me on to the fandom point of view of it. I am actually incredibly surprised that I haven't really seen any videos analyzing V3's ending. I am very surprised. Granted, yes, the game is quite new. At least stateside, it's only been out for like 4 or 5 months. So fair enough, I guess. But also, like, surely that's enough time for someone to do it, right? And maybe they have, but they're just a significantly smaller creator and I haven't found the stuff. But, I mean, in also saying that, I have seen plenty of just really bad videos and posts about why V3 is terrible. And it's just like, oh! Is that what it feels like when I dump on Danganronpa 2? Maybe it is, but you see, using that, I think there's a difference between me hating on Danganronpa 2 all the time and a lot of the criticism I've seen for V3. Because I recognise that Danganronpa 2 does a lot right. I just personally don't enjoy the game as much as the others. I think its lows are too low for me personally. Whereas, like, its heights don't, drag it back up, which I think it does for a lot of other people. I think a lot of people can put aside the lows and just embrace the highs. But for Danganronpa 2, I can't do that myself. Yeah. But with V3, a lot of the criticism I've seen is just, oh yeah, so good. It was the best game. Then the ending happened. Now it's the worst game. And I mean, like, putting aside the meta stuff, which, look, I get it. Some people just don't like meta stuff. But even then, I mean, that's not even really the point. But a lot of the criticism I've seen is purely just, oh my god, it's too meta. It's too meta. It's too meta. Without, like, looking at anything to do with the message in that. But, you know, I wouldn't expect anything less, to be honest. I mean, that's not entirely true. Although now that I have dipped into the fandom, yeah, no, that is sort of what I'd expect. That is very much what I'd expect. You know, like the people who dropped the game because Kaede died, you know? Like, come on. Come on! I mean, obviously I can say that in retrospect because Shuichi is, like, best boy and one of the best characters in Danganronpa, but, I mean, you know, at the time, sure, Shuichi does it, you know, I liked Shuichi first off, but sure, I wasn't like, oh my god, he's the greatest thing ever, starting out, but, yeah, you know, that's fine, but really, so much of that stuff hinges, so much of the criticism I see hinges on the ending. And then, like, other criticism, I don't understand. Especially, you know what? I'm going to specifically go with two characters. One, because I've finished one of their free time events. The other is because they're Shuichi. A lot of people really don't seem to like Shuichi and Himiko, specifically. Well, maybe not a lot for Shuichi, but whenever I see criticism for him, and get this, whenever this is going out, maybe this is a dated point of view, because I feel like in a lot of ways, a V3 hate is visceral, coming off the end of that ending, where people feel just so called out. Which, come on guys, I don't think that's not the point, that's not what you're supposed to take from it. But like, whenever the hate I've seen for Shuichi boils down to, yeah, he's too emotional. He's too emotional. It's like, are you fucking serious? Are you for real? What the fuck? Like, seriously? How is that a valid criticism of a character? They're too emotional. They show too much emotion. Yeah, sorry, let me go back to Makoto real quick. Sorry, Makoto. I like you. You're just easy pickings because you're the worst protagonist. Sorry. Well, I don't even really... Well, no, there are definitely people who like Makoto. But I mean, come on. There are people who like Makoto that much. Come like, really? Really? Anyway. I mean, yeah, I just don't get it. Especially when, like, they use crying. Crying's the only example they use, by the way. Like, I guess Shuichi isn't enough of a brick wall or macho man for some people in the fandom. Like what? You can criticize the man for crying at Kaede dying, Kaito dying, the ending. Like, when else does he cry? When he's legitimately depressed? Okay. Oh no, he's too emotional. The fuck is wrong with some of you people? And don't even get me started on Himiko. Look, okay. Some of the hate, I can understand, you know? I don't think a lot of people appreciate the extent to which the Magician's Code exists, right? That's fine. But a lot of criticism I've seen of her is chapter 1 to 2 Himiko. Like, half of 3. No one who seems to hate on her sees beyond chapter 3. No one sees the character development. They cherry pick the beginning of the game, the bit they want to use as like validation for the fact that she's just the worst character in the series. And it's like, if you don't like her, that's fine. That's your personal opinion. And that's okay. But you cannot ignore straight up facts going forward. Which, by the way, is what people do when they criticize the ending as well. Again, you can dislike the ending, and like have perfectly legit reasons for it. But when your reason for disliking the end, or reasons for disliking the ending, are just objectively wrong, that's when I take fault. Okay? And there's this one guy. Ironic, because he's obviously a small channel. I've never heard of him and I don't remember him. And I'm like 99% positive, like, if I'm remembering right, it was just commentary video on V3 over the top of like some FPS, which, you know, very, very high end. Never seen that done before. I say while I'm let's playing a game. But seriously, okay, look, I'm taking low shots while I can. Like, man, okay, I mean, he criticized Himiko or whatever, and like, one of his main points was that you've got to think for yourself. Nico B says she's a good character, but that doesn't mean she's a good character. And it's like, that's not a reason! Are you fucking serious, man? And another thing for the ending is like, yeah, V3 saying that the power of fiction is important. Yeah, that's a good message. But Danganronpa's too small a franchise to have that message, so the ending's bad. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That means nothing, you fucking wank stain! Oh my god. Look, there's criticism, and then there's bad criticism, you know? And that's bad criticism. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done nearly 20 minutes in, but... Okay, actually, there is one more thing I want to say. And it's cutting Danganronpa 2 some slack for a moment. It's something that I think I kind of thought after I finished recording the finale. And I think, to a certain extent, Danganronpa 2 walked so V3 could run. I think this game does a lot of the things that Danganronpa 2 was trying to do, and just did them better. And I think that's why maybe I like this game so much, because it takes like the best bits of Danganronpa 2 and does them better. Of course, like, I guess there's sort of an in-law reason for that, with the whole TV show, series thing. But, yeah. You know, so I'll say it. This might be the last time you ever hear me talk extremely positively of Danganronpa 2. It was the foundation that made this game really good. Like, I will put my hands up to say that. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna refresh myself on Maki's last one real quick. So, if I'm remembering, talk about best friend from the orphanage, from to do something, take place with a friend. Okay. Okay, yeah. I actually remembered that pretty well. Yeah, because I remember where we left off. We did this with Maki, and we also did, by chance, her Love Hotel scene. And then I had my, oh my god, is Maki bye moment. Whereas, like, her ideal person was a friend at the orphanage, and it was right on the tail of her talking about her friend from the orphanage. So yeah. Yeah, I mostly remember what we were talking about with Maki. Yeah, very cultish and shit. Okay. Now, speaking of Maki, where the fuck is she? Hello, who's down here? Okay, Gonta, Kurumi, Kyo's over there. Who's down here? Oh, Kaito! Sorry, man, we aren't going to talk to you too much. Well, I mean, we'll date Kaito, as we will with Miyu and Himiko. Because, yeah, I finished their free time events, that's just what we do. Angie, speak of the devil, there's Himiko down there. Who's down here? Oh, Maki! Maki and Tenko. Okay, perfect. What's up, Maki?
What's wrong?
Oh god, I'm gonna have to... Oh, bust out the voices again. Shit, it's been 2 weeks. Oh no! Oh, I don't have any water with me either! Well, okay, good thing I'm not gonna have to talk too much in this episode, I don't think. What's wrong? What'd you like to do with Maki? Well, I'd like to spend some time with Maki.
Hey,
If you don't have any business with me, shouldn't you spend time with the others? Are you worried that I might kill you? Absolutely not, Maki. I spent some time reassuring Maki that I trust her. You know what, actually, that's quite a nice one to end on, actually. I know, like, I've always said that I really dislike the fact that the bonus modes don't have, like, unique dialogue for these, but the main game does. I obviously understand why, but it does suck. But that's a nice little bit to end on. Defo? Alright, I've completely forgotten what I've given to her in the past, so let's give her something sport-related. I think she'd like that. I think she'd like the workout clothes. Maybe. I'm gonna give him... well... maybe not. I have 7 of these. Have one, Maki. Have the hand grips.
Got a minute?
I didn't think I would get something like this from you. But I have nothing to give in return. Is that okay with you? The close friend you mentioned before. I'm sure she's thinking about you. Oh, fuck! Yeah, I hadn't really thought about this, eh? All of this is fake! Huh! Yeah, that's a bit of a spin on the free times, I guess. Huh. Maki?
Nope.
Oh! Oh! Oh dear, oh. She's not here anymore. She died.
Huh?
What? Died?!
Well,
After I finished training, I went to see her. She died in a car accident saving a child. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh, that can't have helped your mental state either. Oh, that really can't, because like her whole thing was that she took on the assassin job so her friend didn't have to, right? But her friend was killed anyway, which is, to an extent, I think what Maki was worried about. Maybe a little more like more of a metaphorical level. She was worried about her friend being killed, but yeah, it came to be anyway. Out. Oh, ouch. Oh no. I was shocked. Why did I endure all that training then? Yeah, but
that's right.
she probably died happy saving someone. And the memories of her I keep inside me have kept me alive till now. Aww. Aww. Sweet Maki. Even the whole orphanage. That's why I'll do everything I can to protect that place. I see.
What is it?
You look like you want to say something. Your face is gross, so spit it out already.
Hey!
I was thinking about what I can do. What I can do for you, Maki.
What?
Huh? For me? Maki, you're a normal girl at heart. You want to live a normal life. I was thinking that you could leave being an assassin behind. Perhaps I could use my detective skills to investigate the assassin cult. Oh, Shuichi! Showing a little bit of proactiveness, eh?
This is stupid.
That's impossible. You sound awfully sure.
Because
The world isn't as simple as you think. It needs assassins to do the dirty work. Who the hell do you think you are? Do you think you're being presumptuous? Oh. Maybe but, I think, is the most Shuichi answer. But I want to see what she has to say to that. But Maki, are you okay with that?
how annoying.
Your question's unreasonable. How do I even answer that?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Damn it! Ah!
Well,
Shuichi, just do your best as a detective. Why don't you try to find solutions to problems where it doesn't have to lead to murder? What?
Because
People I assassinate aren't killed for simple reasons. It happens because certain complications occur. It can only be settled with murder. You can try to reduce the complications. Maki pouted stubbornly and turned her head.
if that happens, I guess I'll have to quit being an assassin. Maybe.
Aww.
No one else can do this. You're the only one who can do it, okay?
Aww. Even with her head turned, I could see a smile on her lips. This is how Maki shows her thanks. Of course, I realize the solution isn't that simple.
What's the point?
Well, you are Kaito's sidekick, so I shouldn't expect that much from you.
But
Ouch! And that goes for you too, right? Aren't you kind of his sidekick too? Oh, you just had to say that. Ah! Oh, that's adorable! Maki faced me with a sly grin, and I grinned back. I didn't think it was possible, the two of us smiling together. But I know it's because Maki and I share a special bond. And I swear on that bond, we will escape together. And you did. Oh, that was really sweet! I really liked that, actually. I mean, there's not too much to talk about, right? With that, we could have taken the direction of just talking about like Maki feeling, oh, I put myself through hell for nothing. But I don't know, I kind of like it better that she didn't resent her friend at all, or anything like that. So it kind of goes along with that I was really surprised at how quickly Maki dropped being an edgy bitch for, like, getting along, or, like, trying to be friendly with us all. Like, by the end of Chapter 3, she was like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care what you say, Gokichi. Fuck you. I'm gonna get along with everyone. I'm gonna make everyone trust me. And, like, I really like that about Maki. She... For all of the negativity in her life, I think she's surprisingly positive underneath it all. Like, you know, do you know what I mean? Or maybe, dare I say, she's hopeful underneath it all, you know? You know? Do you get it? Do you get what I mean? Maybe that doesn't make sense, but... Yeah, I don't know. I like the direction they took there, and... having her last free time event have something special with Shuichi, I also think is just the perfect way to end that. So I really enjoyed their friendship. And like, just that last little bit of them grinning at each other. And he like kind of digs at her for being a sidekick as well. And, just the, oh, you had to say that thing. With that adorable smile of hers. Oh, that's just too perfect! I loved that. I don't think Maki's free time events will be... Yeah, okay, if you don't know, if you haven't watched my other... if you haven't watched my Danganronpa 1 or 2 free time things, at the end, I rank, like, my favourite set of free time events. And then my favourite and least favourite. I don't think Maki's gonna be hitting that favourite mark. But I did like hers quite a lot. Especially this last one, and I will say it certainly hurting her is the fact that I had a decently sized break between, you know, doing her last one and this one. So unlike with every other character in this game, it wasn't just like a constant stream of doing free times. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was like that with Himiko as well, right? Yeah, it's kind of like that with Miu as well, wasn't it? Or was it? Fuck, now I can't remember. Did I do Miu or Kaito first? Oh no! Oh, I can't remember! Oh no! You've learned a new skill. Financing? Okay. Not what I would have expected to get from Maki, but okay. Maki and I parted ways and I returned to my room. And I forgot we'd get their underwear. That's not what I expected, Maki. That's not what I expected at all. That's not what I expected at all. Still have some time, what should I do? Now, I don't actually have... Do I need date tickets in this one, like I did in the... other ones? How do I get them, if so? Right. Oh, right next to Himiko's! Fitting! Considering they... Maki's favourite panties. They're easy to move in and have a tie on the side. Not dissimilar to Mihiru's. Yeah, I guess ease to move in would be pretty important for Maki. Oh, also, just seeing the love keys there. What I'm gonna try and do, actually for this episode as well, is get the Love Hotel scene with the character, like, in the episode we do their free time events. Because that works pretty well, because I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure the only one who was, like, an odd one out was Kyo, right? Because if I'm remembering correctly, we've seen Himiko's, Kyo's, Miyu's, and Maki's, right? Those are the 4 that we saw. So, which is very ironic, because those are 3 of the 4 characters whose free time events I did. The only one from that batch we haven't seen is Kaito's free time events. We've seen Kaito's free time events, we haven't seen his Love Hotel scene. So, we will do Kaito's Love Hotel scene in this episode. I don't know how. Maybe they'll do it like between thingies, like because we've got days. Like maybe just straight up at the end of the day, we'll do the Love Hotel scene. I don't know. We shall see, I suppose. So yeah. If I can't take Maki on a date, because I do need date tickets, I suppose I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. I was looking for you. Oh, are you free? Well, that's very nice of you, Maki, to come looking for us, but I also just remembered, didn't just check your last thingy. Or your skill. Financing, is that a monocoins related one? Increase the amount of monocoins, yeah. That's pretty nice! And I see that, Black Hair, Red Eyes, continues to give me money skills. Her best friend died, but she says that she'll continue to be an assassin to protect the orphanage, the place filled with memories. I tried to offer a way to help her, but she refused. But still, I feel closer to her. Yeah, I mean, I think Maki wants Shuichi to be able to solve her assassin problem. Just like that, right? But she thinks it's unrealistic. Spend time together, I guess? I wasn't looking for you because of anything serious. I just wanted to hang out. It's normal, right? Oh, yes, it is, Maki. I spent a few minutes trying to convince Maki not to be embarrassed. Yeah, I feel like this isn't quite... Maki and I grew a little closer today. Okay, no, I guess I need date tickets, so... Not really. So I need to figure out how to get those. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. Oh, right, I think... Is it in the tutorial for this, or is it just mentioned that we get, like, an allowance or some shit? I'm gonna spend it in here. Oh no, I guess I have to talk to one of these guys for the shop. Do I have to, like, buy date tickets?
It's fun.
Yay, nay? Oh dear, I'm on a kid.
And that's that.
Can't gamble. Oh, okay. No, he does money exchange. Okay. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna figure it out. And then I'll see you again when we actually manage to get Kaito's Love Hotel scene, because it's gonna be a bit RNG dependent, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go through quite a few to get Kaito, I feel. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Well, I mean, for you it'll be like as soon as this little bit ends, but it might be a bit for me, so I'll be right back. Come on, Kaito. Come on. Come on. Finally! Ah! You have no idea the minutes of pain that I had to go through. Seriously, I got nearly everyone before I got Kaito. Like, I'm only missing, like, 5 characters now. At the very least, it did confirm that Rantaro and Kaede have love hotel scenes, which is nice to see. Tenko showed up at least 4 times. 3 of which were in a row. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready for Shuichi to have a gay panic moment. Come on, Shuichi. It's time to get with your mans. Who's dead, and your best friend, buddy, Maki, is also trying to get with your man. Whatever, let's just... Every time I come here, I play the role of their ideal. Like some shared fantasy. What kind of fantasies does Kaito have in mind? I'm nervous. But I want to know, so I can be that guy in real life. I'm surprised you didn't run off with your tail between your legs. Huh?
I mean...
Got 99 wins now, so this'll decide the true winner.
Alright!
Now, let's end this! Oh god, we're gonna fight to the death! That's not hot! Wait, what? This is what Kaito had in mind? What kind of role do I play in this fantasy exactly? We each have 99 wins? Was I in some kind of competition? What? Looking back on things before the final battle or something?
That's right.
Well, the first time we met was in the sky. The sky?
Listen up.
I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars! I decided that before I enter the vast universe, I'd conquer the blue sky.
Yeah.
And there you were. Am I an alien in this? I mean, that works in this whole Kaito wanted to conquer the seas and the land as a kid when he was running around in his grandparents' back garden with a map or some shit.
Wait!
I was there. What am I supposed to be? We didn't even know each other's names during our first airplane race. Oh, okay, no, they're pilots. Mech pilots, I'd gather. Ah, I see, we're pilots or something. No, Kaito's fantasies are just as eccentric as he is.
Hey, so...
It was the beginning of a heated battle over who was the fastest and coolest. But I never dreamed our battle would last this long. Ah, so we both won the air race 99 times, and the next race is winner take all?
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. No more extra innings, you got it? Yeah. This is it. So Kaito's into that rivals to lovers sort of thing. Yeah, I get ya. Gonna try and fuck Kokichi? Like... I'm joking, but... Kaito, is something wrong? It's just... Honestly, I feel like it's a waste to put an end to our fight. Wish these days could last forever, you know?
That's...
Kaito... What if we kept racing forever? I'm sure some races would be fun, others bad, but somehow I know that we would always enjoy them. Together. Okay. Go on now, Shuichi, don't get too into the fantasy.
Hey,
I feel the same way, Kaito. I love flying with you.
I see.
It's like, even though we're rivals, the hearts are one. I like that. But, one way or another, this has gotta come to an end.
I'm Kaito Momota.
The
luminary
sky
of the
we flew through
stars.
together wasn't so bad. My true destiny is the universe.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right, Kaito.
What's the matter?
Oh, what's up with you? Where's your fire, man? This is gonna be our final race. Come at me with everything you got. Yeah, right. It's just that, I don't know if I can get excited about this. It's not as if we can actually fly.
Dumbass.
Oh, you don't get it! What? In a heartbeat, I found myself backed up against the wall, his presence overwhelming me.
That's enough!
You really gonna go into our final race like that? Kaito shouted and slammed his palm against the wall near my head, staring into my eyes. Steamy.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Where's that determining glare of yours?
No.
Kaito, you... I barely managed to meet his gaze. He felt so close, looking down at me. Just wanted to give him a quick little kiss. That's when I remembered where I was and...
Kaito.
Back up a little! My eyes darted around the room, focusing on that weird bed behind him, and I really wanted him to take me there. I was so caught up in the fantasy that I forgot where I was for a minute. With Kaito so close to me in a place like this, it's hard to stay calm.
Don't screw around.
No! I'm not gonna back up! What?
Come on,
You
man.
really think I'm gonna do what you say? Rather than backing off, he brought his face just inches from mine.
Jeez. You're the first. Nobody else has ever made me want to stay in one place for so long. I want to get to the universe as fast as I can, but I don't want this to end. Hey, you understand what that means?
That I'm gonna have to go to space with you any day, Kaito. I know that as long as I'm here, I'm Kaito's ideal. And so I understand, Kaito. I hold the key to your heart, but
Well, I guess you wouldn't understand. There's no way you feel the same. Anyway, it's not like me to start babbling like this.
yeah, it is. Well, maybe not romantically, but yeah, it is, Kaito. I see. Rivals to lovers, but also perhaps unrequited, I see. Kaito took a quick step back. I exhaled a deep breath I didn't realize I was holding.
Listen up, Shuichi Saihara. If I win, there's something I gotta tell you. Something you have to tell me?
Could that mean...
Now that it's been decided, I want to hurry up and say it already. Let's go.
Kaito marched to the exit, and I hurried after him. If he wants to tell me something after the race, then it's not something I can ask him. He has to tell me himself. Alright, I'm gonna win. So I can finally say it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Just okay. You gotta say I won't lose, or screw you!
No.
Well, I don't plan on losing. I was just curious as to what you have to say, Kaito.
Shut up!
God, I forgot about how much Shuichi's voice hurts my throat. Didn't I say I was gonna win? So just hit me with some trash talk already. What a mess. And so we two aviators headed to one last race. Together. Wow, I mean, spicy, but wasn't even that. They didn't fuck. I'm kind of sad, but also kind of happy. I like that. I like that for you, Shuichi. Now you know the quickest way to Kaito's heart is to take him out on a nice airplane ride. Or nice airplane race. What? Is it morning already? Last night with Kaito. Was that a dream? Yeah, just a dream. Kinda wish it wasn't, though. Got my allowance. Alright, how should I spend my day today? well, I'm going to be taking Maki on some dates, because as it turns out, and as I have done a number of times, the date tickets were just casino items. There's also something else in there that I didn't buy. It didn't really tell me what it was, but it says something about, like, distorting time. So, I mean, I'll buy it, I guess, in the next rotation. I just really didn't want to when I was rapidly reloading through things. So, I guess, yeah, we'll finish this episode by just going on 2 dates with Maki. That's what we'll do. Considering we get 2 slots per day. What's up, Maki? Let us go on a date. Is this going to be exact? Yeah, okay. This is pretty much exactly the same as it was in Danganronpa 2. I think these are in Danganronpa 1 as well. I never did them, but I'm pretty sure they are in Danganronpa 1. Now. Well, I mean, we can't not take Maki to the courtyard. Let's go work out, Maki! Well, I mean, I know this isn't exactly our spot, but, you know, it's outside.
We decided to hang out in the courtyard. It looks like we're the only ones here. What should we do? I wonder what's wrong. Maki looks deep in thought. Huh? That voice just now. Is that Maki's inner thoughts?
What the fuck? What? What? What?
Why do I still remember this? Maybe I do regret it after all. But I had no choice. I had to kill them. Anyway. If I keep thinking about this, it'll affect my work. I just need to forget about it. I wonder if they hate me. But there's no point in pondering about this.
Nope.
Of course they would. They're dead.
Okay, what the fuck is this?
She seems deeply troubled by something.
Well, I have, affirm and deny, I think. Alright. So well, I'm obviously not going to affirm, like, either of them, I think. So I'm not going to say, yeah, they hate you, and I don't think I'm going to go in... We know Maki's a bit of a realist, so I don't think deny on, thingy's really the answer either, on the second one. Seems to be troubled by something. I do have a time limit here, though, which kind of sucks. I had to kill them anyway. It's around here, right? If I keep thinking about it, it'll affect my work. I just need to forget about it. I don't know, maybe we should go for a denied there. And then be like... No, Maki, keep them in your heart. Because, like, that's sort of what Shuichi told her during their free time events, right? It's like, you should never forget about the people you've killed. So, I mean... Right? We'll go with that, I guess. Am I allowed to get this wrong? I genuinely don't know. Because, I mean, V3 doesn't have, like, right or wrong. Deny! I mean, we'll see, I guess. I'm allowed to get this wrong.
No. Never forget her. I'm sure that she wants you to remember her too. What? How can you even understand anything I'm going through? Your sympathy is annoying. Damn, this is awkward.
Okay, that sounded like a bad thing.
I thought I'd be able to forget all my bad memories if I spent time with you. But I guess I was wrong. Oh, I'm going back.
Oh! What, okay, you know what? Let's end the episode here. And then next time, we'll start off from the beginning of day 2. And we'll try that again. Because, I don't know, I just have a feeling it's not gonna... Not gonna let me do it again, you know? But I wonder what would be the right answer there. Maybe affirming the fact that she should forget? I guess that makes sense, is like her response there about sympathy being annoying. I guess that's in line with Maki too. And that, I mean, if that's the case, I have no idea what to say to her. But anyway, that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one, where we will, yes, be doing some Maki dates, but we will also be hanging out with Rantaro. I'm actually quite interested to see what he's got, because, I mean, we really know nothing about him. And I wouldn't have even had the chance to have done his free time events in the main game, because, you know, protagonist swap and all. So yeah, I'm quite excited. And I hope you guys are too. I hope you shall join me there for hopefully less date failure. Although, to be fair, I do have a very good track record of failing dates in these games, so maybe you should expect it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and until then, goodbye.